Sometimes things just don't go to plan, do they?
Yes.
And grab a treat. I think this weekend needs to have lots of treats.
Oh, I wanted to show you though. I finally made my journal, you know. Sarah Jane's already here. Hey, you having fun?
Hey, Lils.
This should make a really nice story.
They look really pretty now. That icing sugar makes such a big difference, right?
Look how pretty that looks. I'm going to grab some string so I can tie it onto the gate.
Good morning and welcome back to a new vlog. I had completely different intentions with this vlog than what I'm about to share with you. I was going to do a lovely getting ready for a picnic vlog. I had all these lovely like finger foods and mini cakes I wanted to make. We're going to Cotswold Wildlife Park today to like have a belated birthday celebration with my mum for her birthday in May because she was away for her birthday. And I've come down with a rotten cold, and the afternoon I'd planned to do all these lovely things yesterday. I ended up falling asleep on the sofa and just feeling so lousy. So while I slept, Aiden went to Tesco's and bought a meal deal. So that's our picnic today. Sometimes things just don't go to plan, do they? So we're still going to Cotswold Wildlife Park. We're just loading up the car, meeting the family there. We'll share that with you. And I don't know what else I'm going to be doing in this video actually, because I'm feeling pretty lousy, to be honest. And last night, if anyone would have said, should we not go today, because the weather forecast isn't great either, after all this beautiful weather we've had, I think I'd have said, yes, let's not go. It's just loading up the car. I need to sort my bag out, and I think we're leaving then. But yeah, so no fancy picnic food for you to share with you, I'm afraid. I'm sure though there'll be other things. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you find it a lovely, fun, and cozy one. And I think we're going to stop off at Starbucks on the way, aren't we?
Yes.
And grab a treat. I think this weekend needs to have lots of treats.
Take your time, fall in line someday. It's hard to win, hard to pin one day.
About 5 minutes away and we have rain. Not the perfect picnic weather. Thankfully they've got some undercover bits there. What we like about going into Cotswold Wildlife Park, firstly we've paid online already. If you do it, you have to do it like the day before. You can't do it on the actual day buying online, but you get discounted tickets. So we've all bought tickets online. But the actual picnic area, there's loads and loads of places you can eat, but there's a really good one just as you enter the park, so you can park up. We always like to get there and have an early lunch, then that way we can then just pop our things in the car, don't we? And then go off and wander. And we always do the park back to front. I'll share why when we get there. Well, we planned this day weeks ago. It was Mum's birthday in May. It was the only weekend that we could all get together. And after all this beautiful weather we've had lately, it's raining.
Take a stand, move your hand someday. In your eyes, no disguise one day. I look out for you to soothe the way.
Sarah Jane's already here.
In your
I wonder as the weather's a bit naff, I wonder if it'll be a bit quiet. It's one of those places though because it's so open.
Never feels busy, does it?
It doesn't feel busy. You think we're used to coming in the school holidays, aren't we? Oh, look at those antlers, they're huge. Are they huge reindeer? That one in the dark. Oh, they're beautiful, aren't they? Oh, so sweet. I'll zoom in on the prices for you. And we paid, I think it was £17.50 online. So we get it £1.50 cheaper. Oh, I like the receipt I got for my journal. That's a nice one. Got our meal deals. And we're just sat here by the emus and wallabies having our picnic. Right, see if we can spot some lemurs. I love this little walk through. So cute. Look at all the toes, Mum. All the fingers and toes. Aww. We found a little duck as well. They are a little bit, having a little bit of a clean. Oh look, they're jumping around over there. Oh, they're so cute. Oh. These are so cute. I love the gardens here. They're beautiful, aren't they? Look, those ones, they're completely stationary over there. Look, they're not moving. Hey, you having fun?
Hello.
There they are, look, they're the other
Oh yeah.
side. Dolly, can you see Grandad?
Oh, they look cool. Are you having a nice time, Zeus?
That's how you need help. Dolly and...
Gareth, are you hungry?
Dolly and...
Look, there's a little mummy duck. I know. By the wolf enclosure. They usually pace their territory, don't they? Oh, they are. Thank you for the warning. There's a little baby camel running over there. Aww. They're sweet, aren't they? There's a little one over there. Oh. She can't get under there. It is now sunny but blowy. We've had quite a bit of rain and I am very, very tired now. It's been a really, really nice day though. I think we're coming towards the end. I think we're almost at the point of going into the gift shop, aren't we?
We are, yes.
I wonder what the time is actually. The gift shop closes earlier than the...
4:30.
Okay, I might just make it. I'm not sure what time it closes. They're just saying it's such a pretty place. Being blown away a little bit. It's so pretty. It does feel a nice place to come, doesn't it? We were going to do like a charcuterie and I was going to make some nice stuff. I don't even feel like doing that. We might even get a Chinese takeout on the way home. That's what I'm fancying. Good morning and welcome to Sunday. It was a lovely family day yesterday. I completely crashed in the evening. I could not make any fancy food or do anything nice, so we ended up picking up a Chinese takeaway on the way home. Just 3 dishes. Chicken chow mein. We got chicken and mushroom and crispy shredded chili beef. It was very nice. We've still got half of it left.
I think we just needed something small last night, but it was a really, really lovely day. Nice to get some family time in. Nice for my mum to have everyone around as well. But yeah, I just felt so rough yesterday. I still don't feel great today. I am so just full of head cold. It's horrible. But despite it raining, I think we're going to go and get some steps in. We've got a new coffee shop opened. And we thought it'd be nice to get some steps in and grab a coffee. So I think that's what we're going to do. I'm just looking at the rain at the moment. I'm going to try and make some nice dinner today. I just want some cozy food. So I'm going to try and get that done. I've just found a recipe for some whipped feta. I think I'm going to do that, and a 20-minute bread. So I might try that. That's today's plan. But just sometimes you just can't do things, can you? When you're not feeling great or when you're really, really busy, sometimes you've just got to say no. So last night, just picking up a takeout on the way home, it felt like a real treat after a nice day as well. But even doing the picnic food, I'd planned to do all this nice food and bake cakes, and I just had to say no in the end. I just couldn't, and we just turned up yesterday with a meal deal each. Sometimes you just have to do that, don't you? But I think today we're going to say yes, we're not going to say no, and we're going to get out, and despite the rain, we're going to get our steps in. Oh, I wanted to show you though, I finally made my journal, you know, my road trip journal I was wanting to make. I picked up this book from Amazon. It was just a normal soft book, and I've turned it into a hardback. I've taken out loads of pages, I've pulled it to bits, I've put these wires in as well, so it's a ring bound, and I've also added like a pocket on the front. It's got some really cool pages, but I've also added my own for trip planning. I might try and work in this a little bit today, but it's got really nice pages for you to actually like help with the Route 66 planning. But also so you can do some memory keeping when you're on the trip as well. I'm so happy with this. It's really turned out nice. I'll leave the link to this if you want to see how it was made. I did struggle with it a little bit, I'll be really honest. Aid stepped in and helped. I'm not very patient with things, and he stepped in to help me in the end. But yeah, I'm really chuffed with this, so I might actually work on that. I think today we're just going to have a really cosy day. Aid wants to watch the Grand Prix. I fancy doing in there. I might sit on the sofa and do some work, but just stuff that I really enjoy. I've been working on these. I bought this humongous roll of embroidery anglaise. There, it's so pretty. And for this month's monthly kit, I'm absolutely doing a huge bundle in each kit. So I've been measuring them out and then folding them, putting a little paper clip in to keep them together. I always like to include bits in the kits that you can reuse. So for me, that's the paper clip, the pink paper clip here. I don't ever use packaging that is like one-use packaging. Everything in the kit can be reused. So I might sit and do that. It's quite a messy job. I did it the other day and I was absolutely covered in white bits of cotton. I need to clean the sofa in the dining room actually, because that is covered in white bits of cotton as well. But yeah, so I might just try and keep it really easy today. I don't want to overdo it because I want a full work week next week. So it's just going to be a cozy one today, I think.
So let's give this whipped feta a go. It's one that I've had in my mind for a while, and I've had various different recipes. The camera I didn't hit record properly, so I didn't record the first part. It's just a bit of yogurt with a block of feta that I've crumbled in, and some garlic's gone in there as well. And then you add a little bit of olive oil. I think next time I might try it without the olive oil actually. It was a bit peppery for me. I wasn't that keen. Olive oil isn't my favourite thing, but I was following a recipe. It was the first time I was making it, so I kind of didn't want to mess around with it too much. I thought I would actually see what it was like. And then you add a little bit of chili flakes, obviously depending on how spicy you like things. So I added a little bit of chili, and I didn't have lemon juice, so I added some lime that was already in here. I added that when it wasn't recording. And then blitz it down. I'll include the recipe I've used. I'll be really honest, it wasn't my favourite thing I've ever made. Aid liked it more than I did, but I think if I make it again, I definitely want to tweak the recipe. Yeah, the flavour wasn't my favourite, so I added in some pesto, which helped a little bit as well, and I did add some honey to sweeten it because it did taste quite bitter. Like I said, Aid preferred this more than I did. We had it with carrot sticks, and I didn't bother making the bread in the end, but I think I'll try that another time. It's time for a little bit of a catch up. I didn't feel very well at all. I ended up coming down with the most awful head cold, and I haven't filmed for a little while. So I just wanted to catch up with everything. I felt really lousy at the wildlife park. It really hit me in the afternoon, and I just wanted to rest. I felt so tired. My mum was insistent. Aiden and I went on the train. We really didn't want to. We just both wanted just to sit. Had to go and sit down and let the others all do it. And Mum went and paid for our tickets, £2 each on the train. And then we all got squashed into these tiny little carriages, hence Aide's face on the train ride, with all the dogs as well, because you're allowed to take your dogs to the wildlife park, and all of them have dogs. So it was a little bit crazy, it really was. It's a really nice wildlife park, by the way, if you haven't been, when you're feeling well. So today I want to make a wreath for the back gate. I made one Christmas time, and I'd like to make a summery one. I had some ideas actually which were inspired at the wildlife park with all the lovely flowers everywhere, so I've decided to make a flowery one. So I'm going to make that this morning. I might make some cookies or something as well. I said I'd make something treaty wise, and I'm fancying something like that, something to maybe dunk in a cup of tea or something. That sounds really nice, doesn't it? So I'm going to do that today. I'm going to go and take some greenery from the front garden and we'll play with that. I really need to do some weeding out here. My chives have started growing really well out here, which I'm really pleased about. The slugs seem to have held off of that. This is the stuff that I'm after, which I'm going to cut down and do a wreath like I did at Christmas. It was so easy to make. This should make a really nice door wreath. Aiden's making coffee, and I've got all this greenery here. I've also got some little like pincher things. I've got some wire and the flowers that have got me really excited. And my hot glue gun's plugged in. So I'm gonna do what I did before and just kind of like bunch all this up together, because what I want to do is to bring it around to turn it into a circle. That's the plan with this. So what I did last time, it worked really well. I am going to take some wire. You could obviously tie it as well. And then I'm going to use the wire to wrap around it. With my Christmas one, I did gold wire, which looked really nice. And this then just helps keep it together. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to keep repeating that to keep all the branches together. What I liked about it as well, that after time, it just went like a golden brown colour, and even that looked really nice. So this will probably then change by the time it gets to autumn. Let's add some more here to thicken it up. Have you ever made your own wreath for your own door? Let me know if you have. Keep adding more wire on there to keep all the ends in. Any bits like that, I am going to take these and cut off. It's starting to take shape now. Let's cut that one off as well. kind of want it a little bit rustic. I like that. I think that side. And then I feel like there, for example, needs a little bit more, so I'll add some more to it and just build it up. There we go. I'm going to use this as my wreath. I've got my hot glue gun plugged in, and I've got all these paper roses from like years and years ago. You can buy them online really cheaply. I've got mine are still from like the early 2000s when they were in then. And they're really, really cute. So I'm going to add a load of these with the hot glue gun. I love doing this kind of project. You can even do it. You can even do it then to cover up the wires if you want to. I think this is going to look so good. I have little wires on which I'm pulling off, so I've got a nice flat base. You could use the wires if you wanted to wrap them around, but I'm just sticking them on like that. Look how pretty that looks. I'm going to grab some string so I can tie it onto the gate. We'll go and see what that looks like. There we have it, our new wreath. I think it looks really, really pretty and hasn't cost me a single penny. While we're in the garden, by the way, wanted to give you a little update on the tomatoes. So these trailing ones haven't really done anything. We've had 2 tomatoes, but we kind of expected them all to cascade down, and that's it. Has anyone else ever grown trailing tomatoes? I'm sure they looked better than this. Are we doing anything wrong? I know they're supposed to be in hanging baskets, so I'm not too worried about the size pots they're in. We've done 1 per container. These are the regular tomatoes. They're nice and sturdy, but they haven't gone crazy, which they used to in our old house. And considering we didn't really have any sunshine, we figured being in more or less a south-facing garden, we would have crazy tomatoes, but they didn't grow very well last year either. It's such a lovely summery day. I really fancied making some kind of cookies, but like summer-inspired cookies. So I've just chopped up a load of frozen strawberries. They've been sat here defrosting. I am going to make some strawberry lemonade cookies. That's what I fancy making. So I've got all my bits and pieces out. They look really straightforward. So we'll give this recipe a go for the first time. Is a really, really good cookie dough, even on its own. We are now going to grate a lemon for our lemonade-y touch. We don't usually make kind of fruity cookies, do we? I guess we do like cranberry ones, white chocolate and cranberry at Christmas. But generally, just thinking about it, cookies are generally chocolate chip when I make them, aren't they? I don't know if I've made fruity cookies before. I made red velvet cookies years and years ago when the whole red velvet thing was a bit of a craze. I don't even really make lemon cookies actually when you think about it. Oat and raisin is one of my favourites. What's your favourite cookies that you make or that you buy? Ours at the moment are the white chocolate pistachios from Bath.
Aid, when you go out though, what would be your go-to cookie generally?
Oh, that's a real tricky one. I like it with a nut in, actually.
You like a nutty cookie?
Like a hazelnut's quite nice in a cookie.
That would never be my go-to. You like hazelnut? What, like a hazelnut chocolate?
Yeah.
Yeah? Didn't know that about you.
We want to think, well, you should have peanut cookies, don't you?
Yeah, peanut butter cookies is a cookie.
Peanut butter's a nice one.
Yeah, I do like those.
Just trying to think, actually. Normally sort of chopped chip or raisin one's nice.
Yeah, I love oat and raisin. But I wouldn't want it with rum in it. That's quite often a combination, isn't it?
It's more fudge, isn't it, rum and raisin?
But sometimes like when you go to cookie places, that's an option, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
Right, so we've got the lemon from the lemonade. I'm just going to mix that in. This cookie dough is really quite stiff. And then we have got the strawberries, which I'm going to mix in as well. Oops. And I'm just going to fold those through our strawberry lemonade. I think this sounds like the perfect summer cookie. If somebody were to say to you, summer cookie, what flavours would come to mind? I instantly thought of like sprinkles on top. You know, like an icy, almost like a sugar cookie. That kind of thing came to my mind. This is quite difficult to mix actually, but it needs to be folded rather than put through the mixer. Right. Should we try and turn these into cookies? Feels like a really messy cookie dough. Right, let's give this a go. I'm intrigued by this. These in for 10 minutes and see what they're like. They smell good already. So I left them in, it was literally just over 10 minutes. So I quite like a cookie underbaked. These ones are a little bit larger. And to finish them off, I'm gonna add some icing sugar. They have cooled down a lot now. They look really pretty now. That icing sugar makes such a big difference. Right, let's try one. Just trying these summer cookies. These are really, really nice. They're really delicately like a lemon, aren't they?
Oh, very tasty.
It's a good cookie. It's a bit different, isn't it?
It's almost sort of shortbready.
I was going to say as well, I used, because I always buy the bags of frozen fruits from Lidl. And I buy the mixed berry, and so I just took out about 5 frozen strawberries, left them on the side, and then while they were still frozen, chopped them up, and they have worked really, really well. I really like these. I'm really surprised actually that I like them so much. You could drizzle them with white chocolate as well.
And put some pistachios on them.
No pistachio. And if you don't like strawberries, I think even just the lemon on their own would be really nice. They are so, so good. I highly recommend those. I'll leave the recipe down below. I tweaked it slightly. I used half a cup of granulated and half a cup of brown sugar. I really, really like these. I'm going to finish this video now. I hope you've enjoyed it. It wasn't quite the video I'd planned, but sometimes that happens, doesn't it? But thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you in a video on Friday. Have a great week. Bye.